These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Frank 26 Firefly. The CBI governor is on the news saying they will support and back all banks in Iraq. If any bank has issues, the CBI will assist quickly and help out. They talked about the reserve levels, and they are at the highest in the history of our nation. They're educating us more than ever before. They also talked about how strong and stable the CBI is. Militiaman says they clearly are telling us it's an imminent launch of a new currency denominations to match more closely to the neighboring countries Iran, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Syria, Jordan, and Kuwait, none of which now or will have 20,000 notes. They use the wording of they will be issuing a new denomination with the value of 20,000 dinars. Well, if they delete the 3 zeros off the exchange rate, we get a 20 dinar note with the value of 20,000 dinars to be in line with the denominations in the region. Caparoni is saying Guru Mountain Goat is talking about the published statement on deleting the zeros that it needs Parliament approval. Parliament approval is an indication of the LOP neutral event. Parliament approval is not necessary for raising and lowering the exchange rate. Changing the face value of currency notes from their printed value are things that require parliamentary approval. This is not what we ever want to see happen. If Iraq moves forward and gets Parliament to approve to change the value of the currency from their printed value, this is a neutral event. There is no gain on the value of the currency. Mark Z via PDK. I was told from some amazing sources that Iraq's goal was to have this all done in July. But there was major hiccups, and the rest of the world that have signed on to the gold treaty are very frustrated with them. Maybe this rumor was spread on purpose that the world was going to go without Iraq to get their crap together and motivate them to get it done. Iraq could be saying, oh, we will be left behind. The rest of the world will have prosperity without us. Our people will really be ticked at us. We better get it going. I wonder if the world is firing a warning shot at Iraq. That makes sense to me, a carrot and a stick. Either way, to me, it is so exciting. Pimpy article quote, Iraq is the largest buyer of gold for the second quarter of this year. Congratulations to Iraq. Sandy Ingram, OPEC Plus group has agreed to reduce its daily oil production by an average of 2 million barrels per day. When you limit the supply, the price automatically stays the same or they go up. At the same time, this limits the monthly income Iraq can experience, thus affecting Iraq's financial status. The OPEC group decided to start applying this reduction in November of 2022. Mark Z via PDK. Question, what rate are you still hearing the dinar will RV at? $4 still? Mark Z says, I am hearing from almost all of my banking sources telling me repeatedly the value/rates I had anticipated are very low compared to what they actually are. This is a great thing for us. I am excited, but will continue to think on the lower side and be surprised if the rates are higher. Claire community comment, quote, when the satellite banks open up, the Iraqi citizens in the United States would not be getting the new small note, but would be able to exchange the new rate from the second set of books, and that no one knew what the rate is, unquote. Claire's response is, no, you are mistaken. When the CBI officially changes the rate, all banks will have it. That deal with the dinar, in my opinion. Frank 26 article, Economist, it is necessary to convert small denominations of currency into coins, unquote. Frank says the lower 30 notes will become coins. Notice I only told about the 1, 5, 10, 20, 100, etc. This is the first time the education explains to the citizens about the fills and the low 30 notes. Mark Z via PDK, it's been quiet on the RV front, but we have some exciting news coming out of Iraq as they discuss denominations and new bills, as they have floated the thought of printing a new 20K note. We saw exactly this happening in Kuwait and other revaluations. They want to throw off timing. So don't panic when you see these stories. This is totally expected. Instead, focus on Iraq stockpiling gold, getting most of their currency off the streets. We are still hearing positive things out of redemption areas. They still think it could go minute to minute. And lastly, Mountain Goat, the UN said they would give Iraq until October 4th to form their government. If not, they would step in. So now they have stepped in and gave what I call the first of stern warnings to Iraq. The next warning will not be so gentle. Could Iraq go back into trusteeship? They are now totally out of Chapter 7, as we know, and so this would be a step backwards for them and out investment too.